Hey Capricorn, I hope you guys are doing great today. Welcome to your general reading for August 8th through the 15th, 2020. Remember guys, these messages are general. Take what resonates, throw out the rest. Can't possibly hit everybody. Energies could always be vice versa, and you do want to make sure you check your rising sun, moon sign, and Venus. So I hope you guys are hanging in there with Mars being in that fourth house of home, squaring up with the Jupiter, Pluto, and Saturn all being in that first house of self. So definitely an energy of feeling like very strong initiative to make changes in your home, sell your home, buy a home, have somebody move in with you, have somebody move out, bring somebody into your home, do work on your home, some sort of like extension or something like that. But having that squared with that first house energy, and we do have the conjunction of Pluto and Jupiter, which is good because it's about Jupiter expands whatever it's in. It's about this transformation within you, about what it is that you want, having to do with this fourth house of home. But Saturn's in there saying, no, not yet. No, not like that. No, no, no. You got to wait. You got to do it this way. You have to do it methodical. You have to do it slowly, methodically, slowly, deliberately, carefully, baby steps, one thing at a time kind of thing. Okay, that is what's happening with that. Okay, let's pull the Lenormand. And we'll talk about some other stuff. Okay, somebody's looking the other way. So whenever we get a gender here, it is specific. That's how Lenormand is a little different than, okay, let's see what our troubles, okay. Lenormand is a little different than tarot in that way, right? Like when we get the king or the queen, whatever, it doesn't matter. Gender is not specific in tarot, but Lenormand it is. So if you're a female Capricorn watching this would be you. If you are a male Capricorn, okay, if you're a female Capricorn, this could be you. If you're a female Capricorn in a same-sex relationship, this could be a partner. If you're a man and you are connected to a female, this could be your partner. Or this could be a prominent female in your life, okay? But this woman is looking the other way and not wanting to take a chance on something, because then we have the dice, which is all about gambling, taking a chance. We have heart, which is the shape of happiness and love, right? And then what is that being inflected by? Some challenges here. We have the mountains. The mountains are about obstacles. It's not like unsolvable, they're obstacles, right? But you guys are Capricorn, you can handle these mountains. You guys are the goat. Goats are good with mountains, right? But this is the thing, we have the moon, and the moon can be about deflection, right? Because and about needing to think about something more closely, really getting deep down about, first of all, how it is that you feel about this relationship. Now, the heart could indicate a relationship, but it's anything that you love. So this could certainly have to do with your career. This have to do with your business, what it is that you do, your contribution to the world. We should love that. We should have value and hold value in that. But there's some sort of obstacle that you're needing to deal with, having to do with this relationship, having to do with this job. And it's really creating the situation where you're needing to very much think very deeply about it. So I do feel like female Capricorns, you're looking and you're like, I just don't know if it's worth it anymore. I don't. Male Capricorns, you may be dealing with the female energy who's not willing to kind of jump back on that cycle with you, if it has to do with that. If this has to do with a job, female Capricorns, this could have to do with you really not wanting to take the chance in some sort of business arrangement because you're foreseeing obstacles and you're really focused on getting down and dirty with what it is that you really, really want. What you really want. And what it is that you want to reflect out into the world. What is it that you want to reflect out into this relationship? Is someone deflecting their nonsense onto you and you don't want to deal with it? And that could be in any kind of situation, a family connection, an intimate relationship, a business association, anything like that. But is this element of this female looking the other way? So this could be, in any way, that element looking the other way. So, yeah, a very direct message, I do have to say. Very, very direct. So this could be, you know, and because we have Mars in the 4th house, is somebody moving out? Is somebody moving in? You know, what is going on here? How is that making you think? You're getting very deeply introspective about yourself as a result of these energies. I mean, there's no question you are. You have to be. With all of these energies in your 1st house, it's like how you're seeing yourself. What do you feel? What do you think? How are you meeting the world? How do you think you're supposed to meet the world? What is it all supposed to be? You have very heavy energy in there where the Pluto and Jupiter is fabulous. It's making you clear on what you want. You're not confused about what it is you want, but you can't, because Saturn is in there. Saturn is saying, hold on, Capricorn, you can't do it that way. You think you're on the right path, but you're not. Hold on, do it differently. Saturn, I like to think of as less a block and more of like guardrails, right? Especially when Mars is involved, because Mars puts this fire in our belly, and then when we have a Pluto and Jupiter conjunction, it's like, I know what I want, let's go. And we can end up maybe doing something before we think it fully through, even though it makes complete sense to us in the moment. Okay, so we have Taurus, which is Uranus is going to be hanging with Taurus right now. 6th house of every day, your day-to-day work environment, your day-to-day health, and we have Saturn in there. I mean, so this is all about, this brings a reality check on something that's been cloaked in conscious or unconscious delusion, and you might be feeling a certain level of unfairness in your life right now, right? But whatever comes up now is meant, it's meant for your evolution. There is a reason behind all of it. So Taurus, I just want to mention this for a second, because Uranus is turning retrograde on the 15th, and it's happening in Taurus. So it's going to be a season for a more conservative approach to pursuing your goals. While Uranus is retrograde until the middle of January, desires to make changes in your life can be turned inward while you get in touch with what you really want and what's holding you back from living like the most spontaneous and authentic version of yourself. This is definitely a less rebellious time, generally speaking. I'm keeping this on the micro-personal, interpersonal level, but at least it seems like that, right? And this makes sense. We're going to kind of slow things down a little bit, getting ready for Mars to go retrograde on September 9th, taking things in a little more slowly, thinking things out. Now, what I think is interesting, we have the 6th house energy, so I think this works beautifully with the 4th house, because what is the 4th house? It's home. It's where we live. It's our environment. It is our day-to-day. But the 6th house has to do with what we actually get up and do when we wake up until we go to bed, day-to-day, our daily work environment, our health. How do we take care of ourselves? How do we take care of our pets? All of that. Okay, all of that. So I feel like there's going to be something that's going to feel very restrictive in your day-to-day, very, very restrictive, that you want to push forward into in a very practical way. You want to move forward in a practical way, because so this could have to do with moving your business forward in a practical way, because Taurus is the money energy, right? It's the landlord of the 2nd house of resources. But you feel this restriction, wanting to push forward in a way having to do with relationship, because Taurus is ruled by Venus, but you can't. And it's like this something is holding you back. I mean, the something is Saturn, because there's something that you're not seeing, something that we're all not seeing in our collective lives. You know, we really need to just be very patient through this. And we have Cancer. Okay, I mean, this has to do with the home. I mean, this is the home energies, the landlord of the 4th house, ruled by Luna, ruled by the moon. Yeah, roots, foundation, safety. What feels good, what doesn't feel good, getting in touch with all of that. And looking at the obstacles that you've dealt with in this area. Now, with the Astro card, this could certainly also indicate, because it has to do with foundation, it could have to do with like your work, your business, because that definitely feeds into your foundation as well, right? And you being able to have well-established roots. It's hard to have that when we have no employment, right? It's all sort of interconnected anyway. All right. 5 of Swords, Pentacles, okay. The Emperor, 9 of Pentacles, okay, good. The Empress, listening to your intuition, is good. The Fool, focusing on the future, yeah. That's the near future energy. 4 of Cups is your fear. The Hangman is the outcome of this energy. All right. Yeah, well, listen, I mean, there's just going to be such this, with Saturn forming this quintile to Chiron on the 12th, I just feel like there's going to be this very strong sense in you to innovate and really express what you really uniquely want and need in this situation, or to just go it on your own. I do feel like that. But in a way where it's respectful and there's not a lot of drama. I don't see it being this kind of thing, right? Because Chiron's in there. I mean, Chiron is a wounded healer. The Empress energy is really about growing and being intuitive with it, but growing. The Empress is a Venus energy. She's the mother of the tarot. So really wanting to build that business, grow that business, right? Think about what mothers do, right? When they become pregnant, a seed is planted, right? It's cultivated, nurtured, and birthed, and then she does it again because she's perpetually pregnant. So it's wanting to level up your career, level up your business, level up your relationship, deepen it, make it bigger, make it better, right? Because it's a Venus energy. Venus is, I want to make more money. I want to feel more love. I want to feel more connected. I want to feel better about myself in this. And it's going and really working towards that. In the past, you're being very focused on, and it's a very healthy energy to be focused on. Situation right now is the Five of Swords. It's being crossed by the Four of Pentacles. So this is interesting because the Five of Swords is a Venus in Aquarius. So five is conflict and swords are communication. It's thoughts, it's communication. But it's this kind of conflict or this conversation that's very necessary to talk about the reality of a situation and how are things going to be any different moving into the future when someone is way into protecting themselves or holding on to their money too tightly. So it's this mode of self-protection is the Four of Pentacle energy. It could be literally with money or just mental, physical, and emotional connection. So if this has been an issue in the past, how can you possibly move forward in that? And you being stuck in this situation where it's like, is it going to really be any different in the future? I don't know. Now, crowning, we have the Emperor, and the Emperor is a great energy, ride or die. If it's a relationship, this could indicate meeting somebody new, somebody who's very there for you. Somebody who understands relationships, is a great initiator, likes to be in control of things, very faithful. If this has to do with relationship, if this has to do with a job, this could be you. This is an Aries energy ruled by Mars. So this is you taking the bull by the horns and saying, you know what, it's about time to take leadership role in this particular element of my life, right? Having to do with, and that's so you guys anyway, right? Capricorn, you guys are the landlords of the 10th house of career. So it's like, you're comfortable in that energy. And it's important for you to be a leader in that and to be in control, if not entirely, at least not totally at the beck and call of a higher authority. You want to have a certain voice of authority within a connection, which is, and whatever that is. The thing with the Emperor energy, though, to keep it in mind, it's an Aries energy, and Aries is the baby of the zodiac. So think about it like a little kid who goes in and is like, I'm not afraid of anything. I'm going to make that thing happen for myself. But they don't think about the little things. They don't think about the minutia. They don't think about, the little intricacies that might have to be dealt with. That's the only thing to keep in mind with this energy. And no one's going to be in touch with the minutia of any sort of situation right now. Nobody's going to be really clear on the details. You might think you are, but it's going to change in an hour from then anyway. So you might as well just go for the big picture, and the large planning is really the idea here. Nine of Pentacles, I like it. This is like, I can finally breathe, right? It's Venus in Virgo. Virgo is the Pentacle energy. It's, having to do with, Venus has to do with money. So it's like, all right, finally, I have enough money where, I don't have everything, but I could breathe. I have some money for the extras that I want to have in my life. I'm getting everything. It's right before the 10 of Pentacles, right? So it's this, definitely putting your ducks in a row, not feeling so restricted as you were in the 8 of Pentacles. progressing forward in your career, feeling like the relationship is progressing forward, feeling all of these things, like this certain level of progression is what the foundation is. So, this is like, in your higher consciousness and your lower consciousness, like these are the things that you're focused on, right? But this current situation is this conflict. Okay, that's what I want, but are things going to ever be any different in this job, in this relationship? Now, you and only you right now, you're the Page of Wands. So the Page of Wands is very focused on a new cycle. Page is a youngin of the court. So this can indicate, as a general energetic influence, you feeling surrounded by just a general energy that you want to get into something new and exciting that really gets you going, that you feel passionate about moving forward into your future, right? You have this sense of motivation just rumbling inside of you. And I'm sure you do. I'm just so sure you do with that. Because remember, like the 4th house, Mars is in the 4th house. What does that oppose? The 10th house, which is like your home, right? I mean, that's the 10th house is career. So I feel like you're being very strongly motivated in something having to do with your career that's going to change the situation, that's squaring out in that home area. So that's going to be a general energetic influence. For others of you, this is you quite literally just making something happen, making something happen for yourself, resolving within your own mind, like you want to just go out there and meet somebody new. You want to have a new relationship. You want to start a new job, a new career, a new business, something that you feel very passionate about. You're very ready for a new cycle. You're not feeling... There's a lack of alignment between what you see in your mind's eye and feel in your soul that you want for yourself and your reality right now. And what I like, though, is it's not really coloring very much how you move forward. We have the Hermit energies external to you. Some of you guys might be dealing with the Virgo, but this is external to you. It's not you. So the Hermit energy can indicate a partner going their own way for a bit. You are, at least, it could be permanent, it depends on your particular situation. But the Hermit, that is the Hermit energy, is seeking solace within oneself, climbing into that mental space to try to figure things out. This could also have to do with, if you're dealing with a boss or even employees, where they're very sort of like taking into this very reclusive, closed off stance with you, and you're feeling very excited about moving forward in something new, and they're seemingly very like closed off and reclusive and sort of going it alone right now. Particularly, like if you're a business partner, this is like something that you really need to pay attention to if this is a business partner, because if you're ready to attack something new and they're feeling very reclusive, going off on their own here, you need to understand that dynamic. Same thing, I guess, with a relationship, any kind of dynamic, actually. So it doesn't seem like you guys are in the same energetic space. You're afraid of the 4 of Cups. So you're afraid of disappointment. You're afraid of going in and identifying things that are not going to be, I hate to say this, but to your liking. I always call this the checklist card. It's like when they do this, this, and this, I can't be with anybody who does this. You're afraid of being disappointed. You're afraid of disillusionment of whatever you're getting into, whether it's, you have the fire in your belly to get into something new in a relationship, or you may even feel motivated to get, to start a new cycle within the relationship, even though you're not really very clear on how to vibe your partner. You're just not sure. So that Hermit energy, again, is very reclusive, very like, shh, don't tell anybody kind of thing. So you may be a little unsure, and that may really bother you about them, is that they're very sort of reclusive and not very communicative and not as open as you would like, right? So these could be situations. So it's the card, again, the checklist card, where you're identifying disillusionment and disappointment, but it's more psychological. It doesn't mean that it's happening out in the 3D. This is very like internal. Now, the outcome energy here is the Hangman. The Hangman is a Neptune energy. It's a pause card. It's pause. You're pressing the pause button, and you're just not sure. It's like, I always say, it's like trying to look at reality through a thick fog. You could kind of see what's there, but you can't really. You think you know what you want, but you're not sure. I'm not sure. What if this, and this? Or even if you're not looking at it, it's like, you can only control yourself. You're not sure, are they going to show up in the same way? Is that job going to end up rolling out the way you see it in your mind's eye? Is everybody going to show up with their big boy and big girl pants on? Like, how's it going to go? Right? Neptune's just like, I don't know. So I'm just going to hang out here upside down until I have a little bit of clarity. And you are going to have clarity. You always want to be careful of a little analysis paralysis in that energy. But then we have the near future, which is fabulous. This is great. This is the Fool. This is Uranus. It's all about the future. Staying very future focused. Uncharted territory. Calculated risk. Going in the right direction. Listening to your intuition, and it's serving you well. There's something that you need to take on that's meant to be on your path, that you have to take this chance on. And you've been teetering with this idea for a long time, Capricorn, and you're pulling the trigger. You're ready to pull the trigger anyway. You got that Mars. This is the thing though. Mars has got the fire in your belly, right? Right, in your 4th house, but it's opposing your 10th house of career. So you're going to know what you want to do, and you're going to get on it. It just may not go as quickly as you'd like, as smoothly as you like. Doesn't mean you're not going to get there. You need to understand Saturn creates these situations for us on purpose. Take a look-see back in January and ask yourself, why did that happen? And I'm sure you're going to say, well, that equaled that, and that made that happen. And if that didn't happen, then this wouldn't have happened, and I wouldn't be here. And that's very much the energy that we're in right now. So a lot of change. There's a lot of change. This could have to do with relationship. This could have to do with job. It does show me you feeling very confused. Now, not all of it. Not all Capricorns are going to be feeling like this in their relationship. I hope you guys do understand how tarot on YouTube works, right? Same thing with the job, a family situation, a friend situation, however you're resonating with this. But that is what we have for this portion. So now we're going to pull some extra messages for love, because love won at 44%, the poll that I took online, asking what you guys wanted an extra reading of. So love came in at 44%, astrology came in at 22%, and career came in at 30%. And then 4% other. So hopefully we get everybody a little bit, but for now, let's put these down here. Those will still stand. Okay. Let's pull some good tarot. That's the name of the deck. I'm not using it as an adjective for this particular deck. It is the name of the deck. Okay. Very big cards. Oh, very big. And my hands are small. All right. Love. Nice. Fool. Oh, look at these major arcanas. You got the Fool again. 10 of Earth. Deepening of commitment. If you're questioning if a commitment that you're involved in right now is going to deepen and the communication is going to improve, the answer is a big yes. 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 10 of Earth is also a marriage card. 10 of Earth is also possibly making improvements on your 4th house of home. Yes. With the help of a family member, or with the help family has something to do with this. Family has something to do with it. Yes. 10 of Earth is directly speaks to the 4th house as well. So maybe maybe somebody in the family is lending you money to do improvements on your house, or there's some sort of inheritance, some sort of just a family member maybe just helping you straight up do some work. Family member helping you, maybe lend you some money for a home, getting you out of a bind within your home, something like that. Could be, right, which is going to end up impacting the relationship in a positive way. Sexual union. Honor the place in one another where you are one eternal soul, for there you will find true bliss. Now, this may be a different reading than the reading we just got. If you just resonated with the Celtic cross spread for relationship, this may be a different set of Capricorns. You have to understand how that works. Power. You instinctively know what is right for you, and you have the power to say no or walk away at any time. And sometimes we need to be reminded of that. Passion. A magnetic and seductive quality surrounds you at present. Enjoy it. Yeah. Yeah, you know what? I bet it does with, you have Jupiter and Pluto in conjunct in your 1st house. You might be getting a new hairstyle, some new clothes, a new look. Yeah. Okay. The Ace of Swords. So the Hangman again, let me get the Hangman again. The Hangman again is about pressing the pause button, feeling unsure about things, but Ace of Swords is about some sort of new information coming in, some sort of new communication, could even indicate a new perspective, a new way of looking at it, right? Swords are thoughts and communication, right, in reality. Oh, we got another ace, my friends. Ace of Wands, lots of passion. Wheel of Fortune. Listen, if the bones of this relationship, if this is, okay, I have to tell you what I'm getting. The Fool energy, you're focused on your future. This is new uncharted territory, that you're meeting somebody new, and that somebody new is going to end up leading to a very deep connection. Strong sexual union, lots of passion. You know, you're going to feel very in your power in this energy, but you're still going to feel a little confused. Now, the Hangman energy could just be, again, listen, it's very challenging when we were in a long-term relationship prior. To get that residue off of our soul is sometimes a really tough task to accomplish, right? In order for us to 100% fully, clean soul, clean slate, move into another relationship. Once we're at a certain age, guys, we have luggage, we have baggage, right? It's very hard to do that. But I see you making the decision. You're like, nope, I am going to have a new approach to my life. I'm going to give this new passion, this person, this new love, this new way of thinking, I'm going to give it a go. Because the Wheel of Fortune, the way I'm understanding it here, is you definitely getting into a new healthy energy. That's how I'm understanding this initially. Now, for others of you, you can be really focused on approaching your relationship from a completely different perspective with the Fool energy, focusing on the future. How are things going to be different for you? The Ten of Earth is a deepening of commitment, a deepening of communication, recognizing your love, honoring the sexual union you guys share, really tapping into your passion, really doing all of that, being very committed to doing it. But at the end of the day, when we've been in a long-term relationship and we want to have, I'm not even going to say a do-over, but a revamping, it's very challenging for us to figure out what needs to stay in the past and what needs to move forward with us. But you're going to be working very diligently on updating your mind and your passion and doing all of this, and it's in a beautiful way. So the Wheel of Fortune, when it comes to working on relationship, it's a matter of destiny, and it's relevant to each person's situation and energy differently. It's ruled by Jupiter, which is about luck and expansion and being blessed in that way. But if it has to do with relationship, only if the original bones of the relationship were healthy will it be blessed. If it was a narcissistic kind of situation where somebody was really inauthentic, they lied a lot, there was abuse there, it will not be blessed. You can want it all day long, but it's not going to happen. So again, we're energetic beings, we're not puppets, and it's just very important to understand that within this connection. So if you guys are giving it a go in another cycle and everybody's on the same page, this looks really nice to me. Really nice. If this person was really not worth it at the end of the day, and I know that's harsh to say, but it's not going to be blessed. So you really need to really consider the choices that you're making. Wedding rings. I keep getting I just got wedding rings for Sagittarius. Not today. Not dealing with hurt. Avoiding a conversation, a call, boundary. Still angry, upset about something. Okay. Allowed to do that. Allowed to be angry and upset. But we have love, unconditional love, self-love, oneness, passion, affection, attraction. We got another love card. All right, you know what? You guys are going to be fine in the love department. But I do feel this is like a newish energy here I am feeling. Or if there is a revisiting, it's like a very new slate, if that makes sense. Like where you're both, there is such strong resolve from both of you to do it differently. Just to do it differently. So either way, it seems really good. If you're in a situation where this doesn't resonate with you, I'm sorry, this is not your reading. Maybe we'll get you next time. Okay, Capricorn, thank you so much for joining me. I hope this resonated or validated in some one way or another, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.